But what are governments, how do they make, we're talking housing today, so for housing policies, what do they do? Who do they talk to see what goes on, to make the policy sort of thing?
Well, if you look at the basic cycle, so you've got a minister with an idea, you call in your officials and say, this is what I want to do, can you give me some advice? They write you a report and it has some options, a yes or no, or A, B or C. And then after a while you've kind of got to a stage where you've narrowed down what you want to do, you turn it into a cabinet paper, you take that to cabinet, and then the cabinet says yes or no. If the cabinet says yes, it's a government policy. Usually you talk to people first, so the cabinet almost always says yes, but occasionally it kicks back. And then sometimes one of the results of cabinet's agreement is that you then agree that all of us in the government are going to go to Parliament and support a law change. That's the basic cycle. Once the law's passed, then they're implemented, and then you go back to, well, what's the problem and do we need to change again? So you're going through that cycle constantly. In that cycle, you'll notice the only people that really get to give advice are your ministerial officials, so your Minister of Housing and Urban Development, for example, or your MB, and they can be varied. There are good people in the public service, but varied, and your ministerial colleagues. Now, that's why it's essential to have people like, say, Andrew King from the Property Investors Federation.
My first ever podcast, by the way.
Oh, was it really? Oh, well, there you go.
Ago.
Yeah, who can say, well, that's all fine, but here's a few realities. So the PIF, I think, have been really, really useful for that. And I also think that just getting out and listening to people. I mean, I try and visit businesses every week, just see what people are saying, because people in Wellington do not have a monopoly on wisdom, I can assure you.